I've already expressed my frustration that we don't have the CB750 Hornet or the incredible new CB1000 Hornet, or the SP version with it, with the Olin shock, the Brembo brakes, extra 5 horsepower or whatnot from that CB1000. We don't get them in America, and it's been a slog to see other markets like Canada get those models confirmed for, and see Europe get those models confirmed for. I have great news for you guys today. We don't have to stress out anymore. At motorcycle.com, Honda CB750, the parallel twin that's in the Transalp with the 270 crank, it's coming in a naked. Thank God. The CB1000 and the SP potentially are coming to the United States, but there's an asterisk to that one especially. And the NT1100, the sport touring motorcycle that was announced for America as a police cruiser, but not announced as a common person's vehicle or retail vehicle, was a bit strange. But it looks like it's finally coming to the United States as well, to be kind of how I see it, as a baby Goldwing. All right, that sounds epic. So if you guys are excited for Honda's CB750, CB1000, and NT1100 coming to the United States, smash that like button. It's been long overdue. Now, we don't have an official announcement from Honda quite yet. Now, Motorcycle.com received further evidence that all 3 motorcycles are coming to the U.S. for 2025. All right, long live the DAX. They were listed along with a number of returning 2024 models that have yet to be confirmed, and a vehicle identification number decoder recently published by the U.S. NHTSA. These things you can't find them anymore. They've been replaced, but motorcycle.com got a screenshot before this was no longer up. So let's look at what we see here. There's CB1000 and CB1000 SP. You have the CB750 right here. There's the NT1100 Police and the NT1100. It looks like the Rebel's continuing on, the Rebel 300. We don't know if it's going to get the E-clutch like it has in other markets, or the E-clutch like the CB650R and CBR650R has. Trail 125, we knew that was continuing on, as well as the XR150L and the XR650L are getting continued as well. We also don't know if Honda is going to call these models the Hornets in the United States. I hope so. Bring back the Hornet naming. There's a fondness for that name here in the United States as well. This model uses what we see in the Transalp, the 755 parallel twin, and it has 90 horsepower and 55 pound-feet of torque, but that's a European spec. The CB750 in America is going to have 83 horsepower. I'm pissed. I don't like this. Why is it nerfed compared to Europe? Well, it's because of CARB. California Air and Resource Board, they're the ones that force really aggressive nerfing of motorcycles. Typically, it's not because of emissions. It's because of the noise these motorcycles make at certain RPMs and certain speeds. And that is not acceptable. All right. For example, the ZX4RR that I own, I love the bike. I had to get it flashed to unlock the extra 20 horsepower that it comes with in Europe, and it's nerfed down to 55 horsepower here in the United States. That's what's more than likely going on here. Would you want to get a flash on this regardless of it if it had 90 horsepower? Probably, because there's certain dips throughout the rev range because of emissions that they just shouldn't be there naturally. So a flash is always going to help the bike run better. Sometimes it doesn't help the fuel economy though. My ZX4RR gets like 37 miles per gallon, 38 miles per gallon. It's not good after the flash. Before that, maybe you could get 40, 42. Anyways, Honda announced a minor update, the CB750. So it is getting a refresh with new LED projector headlight, revised suspension settings, and a 5-inch TFT display, all of which are going to be included on the US-bound CB750. So I'm going to look this up. I'm a big fan of the bike. I'm not a big fan of the CB750's design. I think it's pretty dang ugly. What do you guys think? I guess a Hornet is sharp. It's aggressive. It has a stinger in the back. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this design. It's not the worst I've seen, but having a bike that looked awfully similar to this in the MT-09, it just doesn't do it for me. Okay? but maybe I'd swing a leg over and I would love the hell out of this motorcycle. Now, the CB1000 SP and 1000 non-SP just came out. I think this bike looks a lot better. It doesn't look amazing. I think I think I gave it a 3 or 4 out of 5 in terms of desirability. I mean, the gold forks here look amazing with the Olin suspension. Got the Brembos on here. I like the downpipes that you can see. Now, in Europe, the SP gets 155 horsepower and almost 79 pound-feet of torque. The non-SP has 5 horsepower less and about 2 pound-feet of torque less. They're saying the US version will produce much less power, suggesting a peak of 129 horsepower. What the hell? We're going to get a nerfing of about 25 horsepower here. That's stupid. Why? Well, it could be here's the thing. It could be due to carb standards, whatever, their noise suppression rules, whatever it is. It could be that. I don't think it's emissions. What else is 120 some horsepower around this? That's the Z900, the Kawasaki Ninja Z900. So I'm going to pull up my spreadsheet here. And I wanted to throw this in here. We have the Z900 here at 123 horsepower. If the Honda comes in at 129 horsepower and even more torque than this, while looking maybe even better than the Z900 and cost around $10,000, we could have a big competition on our hand between the Z900 and the CB1000 Hornet. Now, what about the smaller Hornet, the CB750? Still competes well, not nearly as much horsepower, but it could compete well. It depends on what it's priced. If the CB1000 SP is $11,000, the non-SP at $10,000 to compete with the Z900, the Hornet needs to be priced quite a bit under that, I would say. Sorry, the Hornet 750. So maybe $8,000 MSRP and $8,000 MSRP. Man, it would be really taking it to Triumph, the CF Moto, the Suzuki SV650, even though the SV650 the V-twin looks so good. Just looks so good. Anyways, it could really shake things up. So if we look at the Hornet 1000 SP, and I don't know what it's going to come in. Let's say it's $11,000. It's still going to be a better deal than the Z900. It'll be better than the GSX S1000. It'll be and it's going to crush it. It's going to crush the MT09. It'll crush the GSX 8S. I know that GSX 8S competes more with the Hornet 750 here, but guys, competition is a beautiful thing, and I can't wait to see what these bikes are going to be priced at. I'll see you guys in the comments. There's one last thing I wanted to mention is that Honda's trademarked the V3R. Remember this crazy concept they came out with at this year's ICEMA or whatever it's called? 3 cylinders, 2 in the front, 1 in the back. You have an electric supercharger up front. This thing would be a monster. And who knows? Like, here's the thing. The CB1000 is out. Would this be a competitor to the CB1000? Would it have more power than 155 horsepower? I mean, the displacement I wouldn't expect is very high on it. I don't know if we have displacement on it, but I don't know. It's got to be somewhere around 900 cc's would be my guess. So yeah, maybe this would sit on top of the CB1000 SP. I can't imagine what this thing is going to sound like. I mean, I've owned the CP3 and the MT09. What is a V3 going to sound like? Now, Honda's made V3s in the past, but they were 2-strokes. This is going to be 4-stroke. Electric turbo, technically. Whatever. It's force-induced here. So V3R, I'm excited for it. I can't imagine what this thing would cost. Maybe it would replace a Fireblade. I don't know. That seems like heresy. But this sort of engineering looks very, very promising, and it could add a lot of character into Honda's lineup. And lastly, to fill out 2025 Honda's lineup, I hope Honda introduces a CB classic like this. It's available in Japan. It's available in India. This is different than the GB350S, I think is what it's called in Europe. It's the same engine, same chassis, but look how classically designed this is. We have the pea shooter exhaust, the dual seat here. This this is aesthetics wise takes the cake for me. I want this bike more than any of the Hornets that I just talked about. And hell, if the Hornets came retro styled, maybe I'd be more interested in them. But there's something about an air-cooled engine, the simplicity of it, that just looks so damn good. And it's a big reason why Harleys look great, right? A lot of them are air-cooled. They look really, really nice. This is perfection styling, in my opinion. Maybe not the tank. I don't like this tank pad included on there. If that could be removed, I like everything else about it. So I would love for Honda to bring this to America. Honda, don't stop bringing some really good stuff. Hey, and remember, CB500 is also trademarked for the United States. So bring something that looks like this, just like this, with a 500cc thumper, air-cooled. It's got my money. My money's gone. All right, the Hornet, I can't use that much power, but maybe I'd be interested in the CB750. That sound that it has is going to be pretty tempting. All right, and the power that it has is more aggressive than even the Yamaha MT-07. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more Honda motorcycle news. I can't wait for these to be officially announced for America. I can't wait. Can't not wait. Thank you guys. Have a great day and peace.